Hey guys, how's it going? It is Michael from Lean Body Lifestyle back again, showing you guys how to make a nice black bean brownie recipe. Now I know it may sound disgusting to use black beans in a brownie recipe, but trust me guys, when I say this is really good, it's really good. Now the brownies are going to be nice and moist, partly because of the black beans that we're using. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is take 1 can of reduced sodium black beans, and we're actually going to wash them out really good in the sink, and then we'll add them into our food processor. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I just finished up washing up the black beans, and now we're just going to add those into the food processor. And then next up, what we're going to do is measure out 1/4 cup of some whole wheat pastry flour, add that right into the food processor. And then we're going to measure out 1/2 cup of stevia, and this is obviously an all-natural sweetener that's going to give it a nice sweet taste. And now what I'm going to do is measure out 1/2 cup of liquid egg whites, and that goes into the food processor as well. Now to give our brownies that nice chocolate flavor that we're going for, obviously we're going to add some natural unsweetened baking cocoa. Now you can really add as much as you want, but today for this recipe I'm going to do around 6 tablespoons, but keep in mind you could add more or less. And then what we're going to do is add a teaspoon of baking powder. And then our final ingredient before we blend this up will be a little bit of vanilla extract. So now we're ready to blend this up. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it and turn the food processor on. Alright, so I just finished blending up this brownie batter, as you guys can see, and it smells really good and it looks exactly like our normal brownie batter. So now what we're going to do is take a baking sheet just like this one, and we're going to put a little bit of non-stick cooking spray in there, and this is made with olive oil, so just keep that in mind. And then what we're going to do is pour our brownie batter out into this pan. Alright, so as you guys can see here, I just finished spreading out our brownie mix. It has almost the exact same consistency as normal brownies, which is really good for this recipe. Now, this next step is completely optional. You can leave it out if you want, but I think it will make a big difference taste-wise. Now, what I have here is some unsweetened baking chocolate squares. Now, you can get these next to the chocolate chips at your grocery store, and what I'm going to do is just take one of those chocolate squares, and what we're going to do is chop it up and make unsweetened chocolate chips. So I'm just going to put that in my little chop thing here, and I'm going to chop it up into chocolate chips. So I just finished chopping up our unsweetened chocolate chips. Now I'm just going to sprinkle those right across the top of our brownies. So here, as you guys can see, we have the unsweetened chocolate chips on top of our brownie batter that we just finished making. And now what we're going to do is put this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to take it out at 20 minutes just to check on them, but I'll see you guys then. Alright, so here we are about 1 hour and 20 minutes later. I cooked the brownies for 20 minutes and then I let them cool for around 1 hour. Now, what I have in this bowl, this is an optional step, is a bowl of my whey protein frosting. Since we didn't add any protein powder to this recipe, I thought we could in the form of a whey protein frosting. Now if you're new to the channel, you can click right here to watch the whey protein frosting video, but what I'm going to do today is spread some of the protein frosting on top of the brownies. So here, as you guys can see, we have our brownies with the protein spread on top. Now I'm going to cut these up so I can give you guys a better view of what these look like. Alright, so this is your final product. As you guys can see, you're going to get 16 pretty good sized brownies. Now I know it may sound a little bit gross using black beans in a brownie recipe, but trust me, try this one out because you won't be able to taste them at all, and these taste really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and you wouldn't mind leaving a like rating, that helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. And also, if you want to stop by my website down below in the description, feel free to do that. There I have a full list of all my recipes and a nice organized list, so you may enjoy that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next video. Bye.